All right, so we just went and bought a new Kitchenaid stove, and when we got it home, the oven wouldn't light. And so I'll show you what we did to kind of diagnose our issue and to figure out why it wasn't lighting. We actually looked online, and this is fairly common, so hopefully this helps you. If it does, be sure and give us a like. So what we did is, after we got it all hooked up, we turned the burners on. It lit, no problem. My wife tried to bake something right out of the gate just to make sure everything was cool with it. First couple times she tried to get it to light, it wouldn't light. Then finally the third time it did, and so everything was cool. We just figured, oh, we just need to get gas through the lines and whatnot. Then I tried to use it, bake some bread. It wouldn't proof and it wouldn't light. And I'm like, what's going on? So again, the burners work great. I tried the broiler, and the upper broiler turns on instantly, but the oven wouldn't. So this is what we did. You don't have to, but it's a lot easier if you just go ahead and remove the door. To remove the door, just lift. So we just lift up this metal bracket right here over the hinge. It's the lock, and you unlock it that way. Then put the door at like 45 degrees or so, lift up and pull out. And that's it. Pretty easy. We have to get to the place where the igniter is, and that's right here. Now, depending on your model, this may just lift right up and out. On the Kitchenaid, it doesn't. So we have a screw in each corner. Took that one screw out. You set those aside. Lift up in the back, and then bring it to the back a little more so the front lip can get untucked. Let's bring it straight out. This is what it looks like when it works, just like it's supposed to. What I figured on ours was, since the burners light up top, and since the broiler was lighting on the inside of the oven on the upper top here, this wasn't. I figured the gas supply was fine, the valve was working, and this was sparking. That white igniter right there, that white portion is the insulator, and there's a wire that comes out the front of that right there, and that was igniting. You could see the spark. The only thing I could think of is it was a distance issue. What I figured out was that this whole housing right here was sitting kind of like that. That's exaggerated, but you know, it was clearly not parallel. That spark is too far away from the gas to ignite consistently. So I took a screwdriver behind here. I'm obviously not going to mess with that now, but I went like this and bent it inwards just a little bit so it would line up parallel. That may not have been the smartest thing to do. Could have broken this, and that's a risk I was willing to take. It seems like it made sense that this would line up parallel to this in order to ignite the gas. Once I got the igniter turned more parallel to the tube, turned it on, hit bake, first time, no problem. And it's lit every single time since then. You know, this is my experience, and I was just guessing at what the issue was. If you've got any other input, put it in the comments and make this at least a resource for people to be able to get some kind of clue. With Kitchenaid itself, it seemed like there was a number of complaints about the oven not lighting. Well, so far so good for us, so I hope it helps. Just an idea, if you've got an oven that won't light, either look at the igniter or look at the alignment and see if either one of those things looks like ours. Not saying it'll work with your situation, but it worked with ours. Hope it does help. Thanks a lot for watching. Be sure to subscribe. We'll see you in the next video. So let's go put it back together. And then the oven door goes in just like opposite of how we took it out, just at an angle a little bit. Push it in. Once it's lined up, you can push the door back down, close the lock, lift the door, and you're good.